Welcome to our deep dive into the complexity of consumer decision-making. Have you ever wondered what drives the choices we make every day? Understanding how consumers make decisions is crucial for marketers and psychologists alike. This process is influenced by a myriad of factors ranging from logical reasoning to subtle emotional cues. In this series, we'll unravel these complexities by exploring the Elaboration Likelihood Model, a key theory that explains how consumers process information and make decisions. From the central route, where decisions are made through careful thought and analysis, to the peripheral route, where choices are swayed by superficial aspects, we'll examine every angle. Grasping the intricacies of consumer decision-making is essential for creating effective marketing strategies and understanding human behavior. Join us as we embark on this journey to decode the decision-making process. Stay tuned, because up next, we'll dive into the heart of the matter. What is the Elaboration Likelihood Model? Welcome to our exploration of consumer decision-making. Today, we introduce you to a powerful theory, the Elaboration Likelihood Model, or ELM. This framework helps us understand how individuals process information and make decisions. It elucidates the different ways consumers engage with messages, be they advertisements, reviews, or recommendations. The Elaboration Likelihood Model distinguishes between two processing routes: the central route, where thoughtful consideration occurs, and the peripheral route, where superficial cues take precedence. By examining these routes, we can better understand the mechanisms driving consumer choices from buying a car to choosing a snack. The ELM offers practical insights for marketers, psychologists, and others interested in influencing decisions. By grasping its principles, we can design more effective communication strategies tailored to various consumer involvement levels. Let's dive deeper into this model that sheds light on the intricate processes behind everyday decisions. Understanding the ELM opens new avenues for creating impactful and persuasive messages. Now that we have introduced the Elaboration Likelihood Model, ELM, let's dive deeper into one of its critical components, the central route to persuasion. The central route requires individuals to engage in thoughtful and deliberate consideration of the information presented, activated when the stakes are high and the individual is motivated to scrutinize details. Characteristics of central route processing include focusing on the quality of the message and critically assessing its merits, basing decisions on facts and logical reasons. Unlike peripheral route processing, it doesn't rely on superficial cues like the attractiveness of the presenter or the emotional appeal of the message. Instead, it emphasizes substantive content. But when do people use the central route? This often occurs in high-involvement situations, where the decision significantly impacts the individual's life. Examples include important medical treatment decisions, choosing a university, or making significant financial investments. When the central route is employed, the resultant attitude change is typically stronger, more enduring, and more resistant to counter-persuasion due to the cognitive effort invested. As we move forward, you'll see how the peripheral route to persuasion contrasts with the central route, offering a different approach to how we process and respond to information. Stay with us as we explore further the intricacies of the ELM and how it applies to everyday decision-making. Welcome to the exploration of the peripheral route to persuasion, an essential concept within the Elaboration Likelihood Model. Unlike the central route, driven by critical thinking and deep analysis, the peripheral route leverages superficial cues to influence decision-making. So, what exactly is this peripheral route? It's a path of persuasion where the content of the message takes a back seat to external factors like the attractiveness of the speaker, catchy slogans, or emotional appeals. When processing information peripherally, individuals rely on heuristic cues, mental shortcuts that help make quick decisions without extensive thought. This method is quicker but often leads to more temporary attitude changes. But when is this route primarily used? It becomes dominant in situations where the audience is low in motivation or lacks the ability to process the message deeply. For instance, if a consumer encounters an advertisement during a busy day, they might be swayed more by the jingle or the spokesperson than the detailed benefits of the product. In summary, the peripheral route shows how superficial aspects can effectively influence decision-making when cognitive involvement is low. Understanding this helps marketers craft strategies that resonate even when audiences are not fully engaged. As we move forward, you'll see how these theories play out in real-life scenarios and the significant role they play in shaping consumer behavior. Next, we'll explore the factors determining whether the central or peripheral route will be chosen by consumers. Now that we've explored the central and peripheral routes, let's delve into what determines which route a consumer will use. Three major factors come into play: motivation, ability, and personal relevance. When consumers are highly motivated, they are more likely to engage deeply with the information, taking the central route. If their ability to process information is low due to complexity or distractions, the peripheral route becomes more likely. Personal relevance also significantly influences the route taken. If the content directly affects a consumer's life, the central route is favored; otherwise, the peripheral route might suffice. Understanding these factors helps predict consumer behavior and tailor communication strategies accordingly. Moving forward, you'll see how these theoretical concepts apply in real-world scenarios, giving you a clearer picture of the Elaboration Likelihood Model in action. Let's dive into a real-life example that perfectly illustrates central route processing: buying a car. This high-involvement decision involves meticulously evaluating several aspects, such as specifications, comparing prices, and reading consumer reviews. Each piece of information is carefully weighed to make the best possible choice. When purchasing a car, the stakes are high, and the decision is not made lightly. Consumers are engaged, motivated, and willing to put in the effort to process all the relevant details. This comprehensive approach ensures they make an informed choice they're confident about. As we move forward, you'll see how different decision-making processes come into play in various scenarios. Now, let's consider a peripheral route example: choosing a snack. Unlike high-involvement decisions that require careful analysis, selecting a snack often involves minimal thought. Here, consumers are influenced by superficial cues such as appealing packaging, celebrity endorsements, or promotional offers. These elements catch the eye and trigger automatic responses, leading to quick decisions. This is peripheral route processing in action. By analyzing this example, we see how low-involvement decisions are shaped by external factors that serve as shortcuts. Moving forward, you'll compare how these two routes influence decision-making in various scenarios. Now that we've explored both routes in depth, let's compare the central and peripheral routes of persuasion. Central route processing, characterized by deliberate and careful evaluation, leads to more long-lasting and stable attitude changes. These decisions are based on the information's strong merits. On the other hand, peripheral route processing relies on superficial cues such as attractiveness, endorsements, or emotional appeal. These decisions are typically more fleeting and susceptible to change. The central route plays a crucial role in decisions that require significant thought, while the peripheral route influences quick judgments. Understanding these key differences sharpens our insight into consumer behavior. As we move forward, you'll see how mastering these routes can dramatically shape marketing strategies. Stay with us as we explore practical applications of the Elaboration Likelihood Model in marketing. As we conclude our exploration of the Elaboration Likelihood Model, let's delve into its pivotal role in marketing. Understanding ELM is crucial for marketers aiming to craft more effective strategies. By recognizing whether consumers are using the central or peripheral route of persuasion, marketers can tailor their messages to match the consumer's involvement level. For instance, a high-involvement product might benefit from detailed information and logical arguments, engaging the central route. Conversely, a low-involvement product could use eye-catching visuals and endorsements, appealing to the peripheral route. The ELM offers nuanced insights into consumer behavior, allowing marketers to optimize campaigns for maximum impact. By mastering ELM principles, marketers can influence consumer attitudes more effectively. As we wrap up this segment, remember, the power of ELM is in its application, driving more precise and impactful marketing efforts. In summary, the Elaboration Likelihood Model provides valuable insights into how consumers process information and make decisions. By understanding this model, marketers and psychologists can craft strategies that resonate more deeply with their target audience. Whether through the central route's careful analysis or the peripheral route's immediate appeal, knowing when and how to apply these pathways is crucial. Throughout this video, we've explored the intricacies of the ELM, from its foundational concepts to real-life applications. We've delved into how both routes impact the longevity and depth of consumer attitudes and decisions. The key to effective communication lies in recognizing the diversity of consumer processing styles. Leveraging the Elaboration Likelihood Model can enhance marketing and psychological efforts, fostering more meaningful interactions. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Elaboration Likelihood Model. For further insights, make sure to subscribe and continue exploring the fascinating world of consumer psychology.